Hi, my name is Brett Moran. I'm backstage at the APCTC Super Conference, and we've got Matthew Kimberley. Did I say that right, Matthew?
You said it right.
Oh, perfect. Got it first time. Matthew, mate, high five. What an amazing speech. You've just blown away the audience completely. You talked so much valuable information, so much. It was just content rich for people to just implement into their business, get more clients, target more traffic. It was incredible. There's so much I can't contain myself. So can you just share with the audience, the people that couldn't make it to the APCTC, or to remind people that were in the room what your message is, what you're all about, and how they can go out and smash it?
Sure. How long have I got?
You've got about 5 minutes to do. Yeah, you had a long time on stage, but now you've only got about 5 minutes.
Right. Okay. So I'm the head of the Book Yourself Solid School of Coach Training, and Dan and Chris and the organizer of the
APCTC.
Got it. Asked me to come and speak to this crowd, this particular crowd, about the Book Yourself Solid client getting strategy. Now, I've taught it before in front of invited crowds, in front of crowds who've paid to be there, in front of crowds who haven't paid to be there, and it's very rare to get such an engaged audience. So what we had in that room just then, Brett, was a lot of people who were deeply devoted to growing their coaching businesses, and that really, I fed off the energy of the crowd, and I was able, I think, to tell them a pretty simple structure for getting more clients than they can handle, even if they hate marketing and selling.
Yeah.
And the basic fundamental principle is that marketing comes last. You know, we've got to forget about marketing. So many new coaches are getting overwhelmed by the idea they have to be on Facebook or LinkedIn or Twitter or Pinstagram or whatever it's called. And they say, well, if I get 5,000 fans, then the business will follow. And it's not true. It's not true. So what we teach is to do it backwards. You know, anyone can market. Marketing is standing up and saying, hey, look at me, and building awareness and getting attention. But what do you do with that attention when you've got it? That's what counts. So we work from the ground up. You build a firm business foundation. You get clear on who you are, who you serve, what you do for them, why they should do it with you, and you work on being able to talk about what you do in a very compelling and clear way. When that's in place, and only when that's in place, do we look at what we're actually going to sell. So what are we going to sell? How are we going to sell it? And how much should I give away? And these are all strategic business questions. So you have to be a category authority, you have to be credible, we work on that. And then you say, look, you want to make an investment in my services. Which one of my services do you want to make an investment in? Because people have different needs and people have different levels of trust. So, you know, let's accommodate our customers. Let's accommodate them. Say, look, if you're ready to spend £10, spend £10. If you're ready to spend 100,000, spend 100,000. I can cater for you. If we don't cater for them, we're leaving money on the table. Doesn't mean we work with everybody, but we do cater to the needs of people who we're meant to work with. We have a strong keep in touch system. We implement brand building information products to spread our message when we're on the beach. We get our pricing perfect. And we master the 4-part super simple sales conversation, which just makes selling a dream. And only then, when we've got that in place, can we look at Instagram and Twitter and Facebook.
Get on Facebook.
Get on Facebook. But I'd say, you know, even before that, we've got 3 mandatory marketing strategies, which take half an hour a day, which are networking, direct outreach, and referrals. Direct outreach is increasing your sphere of influence. Like Brett, if I didn't know you, I'd say, buddy, I've got to know you. Yeah. And I'd find a way to know you so that you could invite me to speak at a conference and film me afterwards.
Brilliant. So, I mean, there was one technique that I absolutely loved because I suppose most practitioners, you know, coaches, therapists, whatever you are out there, you've always got a client sometimes that you struggle with, that you kind of, not being rude, but it makes the process, it kind of takes the fun out of the process, and you kind of wish you never had that client, but because maybe you're desperate or maybe you're kind of trying to, you know, clutch on to sort of clients, you take anybody in. What was the red
velvet rope policy.
Red velvet rope policy.
Very first thing you do.
What's that?
There are some people we're meant to serve, Brett, and others not so much. And if we can focus all our energies on finding the right people, then the good work will follow. Doesn't mean that they do all the work and we do nothing, although that, you know, can be attractive as well. But that was a joke. But when we identify the people who share our core values, who understand what their place in the world is, and against your own set of criteria. You know, your perfect person might be different from my perfect person, which doesn't it therefore make sense that your perfect person works with you and not me, right? But we can only know that if you say, these are the people I work with. If your name's not down, you're not coming in.
Brilliant. Here's my policy. You can't come in. I don't work with you. Let me refer you to somebody else if you know somebody else that suits that person.
Absolutely. It's got nothing to do with target market. It's got that's the next step. Yeah. You know, it's not saying I'm only going to work with you if you've got 100,000 in the bank and you have previously spent 50,000 a year on coaching. Then you qualify. That can be a qualifier, but it's not the first most important primordial qualifier. That is, are you good people? can I do my best work with you? Because
Yeah.
when you do your best work, you get to do more of it. It's a virtuous cycle. People go off and say, I really enjoyed that session with Brett. I really enjoyed that session with Matthew. And their friends go, wow. Whereas if you're not working with the right people, you know, you've always got that sensation at the end of it. Well, how was it? Well, it was a bit of hard work, frankly. And they go, well, how was your session with Brett? And I go, well, you know, it was all right. That doesn't inspire me to want to get you on the phone and do business with you.
And there's nothing like word of mouth marketing, free marketing and advertising.
Absolutely. If you can get your customers to do your marketing for you, then
you can go on Facebook.
relax.
You can go on Facebook.
Yeah, watch pictures of cats falling off ladders.
YouTube. Yeah. Matt, is there anything else that you'd like to share? You know, it could somebody that didn't turn up to the conference, sadly they couldn't make it, or they're thinking about coming next year to join the APCTC community. You know, get involved. But is there anything you could maybe share with them right now? A crucial nugget that they could take away?
Yeah, absolutely. The fastest route to getting book solid or to business growth is not anything that you can do on your own. It's all to do with the people that you surround yourself with. You know, no person is an island, no man is an island, no woman is an island, but it's so much more true in business. And if you look at the highest echelons, the highest levels of business, CEOs of multinational corporations, what do they do all day long? They talk to outside people. They form partnerships. They network. They build relationships. That's their job, and that should be your job as the CEO of your coaching company.
Yeah.
One of the primary concerns has got to be building relationships that will support you through the tough times, champion you in the good times, and be there for a shoulder to cry on when you need it.
And keep you accountable and showing you what they kind of know as well.
And keep your feet on the ground as well when you enjoy roaring success like you, Brett. Then you start
on the beach. Matt, thank you so much. You know, we really appreciate it. Just one more thing. Where can people find out about you? Do you send out emails? What could they kind of grab now? You've got a Twitter? Or
Yeah, I recommend if you go to matthewkimberley.com. That's MATTHEW. I have a long name. KIM for mother, BERLEY.com. All my contact details are there. You can also grab some of my goodies, and I will email you frequently if you sign up to my informative and educational mailing list.
and the book.
And the book. Oh, yes, thank you. I almost forgot. How to Get a Grip.
Brilliant.
Go Amazon, all good bookshops, How to Get a Grip.
Brilliant.
Find it.
Matt, thanks so much, Matt. We're going to put some links down below the video, and you guys can get in contact with Matt. And I would strongly advise you do if you want to grow your business, grow your coaching, and just get some new strategies, or just feel your energy, because it's contagious. So thanks a lot.
Thanks, Brett.